And since you spoke about menopause, would you
Hmm.
like to elaborate a little bit more on it? How menopause leads to hair fall?
Yes, yes. So now, like we were talking about different hormonal problems. In menopause, what happens again? The same thing, drop in estrogen levels. So during menopause, there are two types of hair loss that we will be seeing. One is that you will actually see hair falling. Okay, the hair is there on the pillow, uh, in your bathtub, or everywhere. When you're combing your hair, there's a lot of hair fall. The second is thinning of hair, means the patient or the woman might not complain that I'm seeing a lot of hair, but she will say that, doctor, over a period of time I am seeing that my hair is shrinking, it is thinning, I hardly have any hair on my scalp now, it is becoming, even one strand of my hair looks very thin. This is what is caused because of the hormonal changes, and this is what estrogen, just the estrogen levels going down, is doing. Secondly, Mm, during perimenopause, we see a lot of females having excessive bleeding. Okay, nowadays we are seeing it very common where because of estrogen dominance in that time, or because of fibroids, any other reason, dysfunctional uterine bleeding, we see a lot of uh, excessive bleeding. So because of this excessive bleeding, the hemoglobin or the iron goes down, and this is also one of the reason why during the menopause and perimenopause we are seeing lot of hair loss. This type of hair thinning really needs treatment. You need to take care, not just application of anything, or not just using anti hair fall shampoos. Now this is a very since I am talking about anti hair fall shampoo, I would like to tell you, no shampoo can stop hair fall. Okay, shampoo is just to cleanse your hair, and it is, or your scalp basically. There is no shampoo in this world which can stop hair loss. So we need to understand what is the role of which product.
Okay.
Anti hair fall oil, like applying some oil on your scalp, is not going to stop your hair fall. Okay, there are some products in that which can help stimulate the scalp a little bit, like
Mhm.
this onion oil and garlic oil. Yes, it does stimulate your scalp a little bit, but it's not going to work on your hair fall. So the menopausal hair fall does need a proper treatment. It's a holistic, it has to be a holistic treatment, of course. Again, then some females have a lot of sweating, uh, and that can also cause a buildup and hair fall. Then some are also going through uh, weight loss diet, because that's the time when you are gaining a little bit of weight. Everybody is going through that phase. Okay, so when you're gaining that weight, you're already on a weight loss diet, so there the nutritional deficiencies also are there. There are certain deficiencies which do occur during menopause. So all this contributes. Again, the emotional factor also. Some are not sleeping well, some are stressed. So everything taken into consideration, we have to treat the menopausal hair loss very uh, like, holistically, and not just looking at the hair.
Okay, wonderful. So the next one is about weight loss and dieting. You have spoken. You want to
Yes.
elaborate more on it?
So I have already spoken about it, but then now I want to explain that if in case, like, okay, you're going through menopause, you're gaining weight, or you have gained weight and you're trying to lose weight, so in that case, try and go slow, like go on a sustainable weight loss. Don't go on crash diets, because with crash diets the possibility of this happening is more. Okay, and also crash diets can cause a little bit of hormonal imbalance, so there also your hair will fall more. So it's not like, so you have to maintain the balance basically. Whoever ladies who come between 45 to 55 to me, it's a major challenge, like whether I give them weight loss, I take care of their hair or their skin. So it's a maze kind of. So we have to tackle every situation properly. That's why if you're on a weight loss, go for a sustainable weight loss. See that you are consuming your protein, iron, your vitamin B12, everything properly. And another thing, now I will talk a little bit about supplements also here. Nowadays, these biotin gummies have flooded, are so many are available in the market. You know, the market is flooded with these gummies. And everybody, the minute they see hair loss, they start popping in some kind of gummies. Okay. But is it necessary? Like, unless you have a documented proof that you are lacking in certain vitamin or you are lacking in certain type of mineral, please don't start taking these, because you don't know what is deficient and what you're taking. And if you will see, they have so many, like, different n number of ingredients in them. You don't even know whether you require them, or you are just making uh, your urine loaded with these vitamins. A vitamin loaded urine and stool. That is what you are making by taking so many of these vitamin gummies. Okay. So, there also just be careful. So, this is
Okay.
about weight loss and hair loss. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to have really good understanding of what is a balanced diet, what supplements to take, right? Otherwise, it can
Exactly.
affect us in any ways. Okay, so please tell us, how do we diagnose hair loss?
Okay, yeah. So I was telling you before, isn't it? Like, if you go to a doctor and they just prescribe you some medicine, or if they just tell you go for these treatment, that's not the way. Basically, the doctor has to go through your entire history first to understand whether you are going through any hormonal changes, any stress, or any weight loss, or any changes in your diet. Secondly, we do some physical tests also. There is a video dermascope, which with which you can see the follicles and you can see the type of hair loss, whether it is just thinning of hair or whether it is hair fall, whether you have follicles. Basically, hair can only be grown if you have follicles, isn't it? If you don't have a hair follicle, you cannot grow the hair. So that video dermascope will tell you that. After that, certain blood tests. So generally, which I recommend is, one is CBC, is like the complete blood count. And from 2 or 3 cases, I have realized, I have learned that an iron study also should be done along with CBC. Thyroid is one major hormone which we need to check. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, and in case I feel that the patient might be having PCOD or any other hormonal problems, then we do an entire hormonal panel also for this. All this only tells you about the hair type of hair loss, and then it is easier to treat. So these things are necessary to diagnose what type of hair fall you are suffering from.
Okay, so we've spoken so much about types of hair fall. Please let's know about the treatments that are available.
Lots of treatments are available. Okay. So today the market is flooded with hair fall treatment. You just Google hair fall, and I don't know how many advertisements you will see. But I will talk about some. So there are conventional treatments where uh, minoxidil is one of the. It is a off the shelf nowadays. You get it off the shelf medicine, minoxidil, which is used. Basically, it will increase the blood circulation to your scalp, and with that it will increase the hair production or hair growth.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit about the side effects also. With minoxidil, some people have faced a lot of scalp irritation, or there is a rebound hair fall. Like, once you stop the medicine, there is lot of hair loss that you will be seeing. There are some oral medications also, which have to be given by the doctor and which have to be really monitored properly. Mostly in men they are used, so they affect the testosterone. But I would suggest that, as far as possible, not to go for the oral medications. In certain conditions, some steroidal injections are used, and supplements. I think I already spoke to you about the supplements. Now, here I would like to talk a little bit about homeopathy. So,
Ah.
as a homeopath, I feel that homeopathy medicines, as we take into consideration everything, right from your stress, your nutrition, your mental state, and then design a proper treatment for you. Homeopathy is very individualized. Like it is, like for example, if a patient goes to allopathic doctor, they have a set medicines, like minoxidil will be given. So in homeopathy we don't have set medicines. It is very individualized. Like every person is different, and we will be giving according to your mental state, your physical state, taking into consideration the cause of hair loss. So we call it as holistic, individualized, and of course you will never see such type of effect with homeopathy that once you stop the medicine there will be more hair loss. This you will never see with homeopathy medicines. That's why it's very gentle, it is long term. Just because it is hair, like hair is, I always tell my patients, hair is like you're sowing a seed, and from there like a plant grows, it's like that your hair is going to grow. So it's not something that overnight, if you see any ad like stop your hair loss in 1 week's time or regrow your hair within 15 days, nothing like that happens with hair, believe me. Hair growth is a process which takes some time. That's why I want to tell this, that it's not only with homeopathy, because people say that homeopathy works slow. It's not because of homeopathy, but hair growth does take time, and it's not a overnight thing. So like when we are talking about that telogen and effluvium phase where there is a lot of hair fall, so if the patient comes within the first 15 days of their hair loss to us, see, in telogen effluvium what happens, the hair from the anagen phase, means from the growing phase, it goes into the shedding phase directly. So there is lot of hair in the shedding phase, so lot of hair is shedding. So
Okay.
first 15 days, if the patient comes to me and I start the treatment, I know within 15 days the patient is going to call me and say, Doctor, there is no use of the treatment. My hair is just falling like it was. Because your hair is in shedding phase, so it's going to shed. So their reassurance is what works the best. We need to tell the patient that it's going to improve, and just wait for some time. So uh, it's like that. So basically it is going to take time. That's why we need to wait for it to kick in.
Yeah, to have better results, we need to wait, have patience
Yes.
with us.
Have patience and have faith and wait for it to start growing back.
Yes, so now I call upon all the audience. If you have any questions, please do ask, raise your hands or put it in the chat box. And I call Sister Vasu, if you can come and take the audience questions, please.